Hello everyone. Before the monsoon ends, we grow some cuttings of winter flowering plant and chrysanthemum is one of them. Of course, you can get this plant at the nurseries, but do you get that amount of flowers on the plant there? Let's take a look. These are chrysanthemum plants available in different colors in this nursery. They have planted 2 to 3 plants together in each pot. Each plant has 3 to 4 numbers of flowers only. Now let's see the same plants that I have grown. So these are the plants that I have grown from the cuttings. You cannot count the number of flowers when you grow on your own, so it's worth growing it. In this video, I'll cover the entire method including cutting, grow, transplant, soil, fertilizer and a secret method to get a lot of flowers on a single plant. Chrysanthemum plants take about 3 to 4 months to grow and bloom in the winter season when grown from the cuttings. These are the old chrysanthemum plants that I had shaved when the winter season ended. Let's take the cuttings from these plants. This size of cutting is ideal for growing this plant. Remove all and keep a few leaves on the top of cutting. For fast rooting, I have taken honey and turmeric powder. This will protect the cuttings from pest or fungal infection. You can also use cinnamon powder instead of honey and turmeric. I have taken coco peat in these glasses. You can also use sand here. Now I'll put these cuttings here. Add a few drops of water and keep all the cuttings at a shaded place. Now don't touch these cuttings or add water for a week. After a week or so, check the leaves of your cuttings. If they look fresh like this, means roots are developing. Wilt or droopy leaves means they will take a few more days to form roots. These cuttings need moisture all the time to develop roots faster, but don't make a mistake of adding water often. Add a few drops when needed. At this stage, don't add any fertilizer to the cuttings. After a month or so, your cuttings will be ready to grow in a bigger pot. For that, here is the potting mix. Take 40% of garden soil, 30% of coco peat and 30% of dry compost. Add extra 2 tablespoons of neem cake powder if it is available. Mix all the ingredients well and repot all the baby plants. Don't fill the soil mixture till the top rim of the pot. There should be some space for the water or fertilizer at the time you add it to the plant. After repotting, keep all your plants at a shaded place and avoid adding water daily. In almost all the videos I repeat this. We become overprotective and tend to water daily, but that overwatering could kill your plants. So always check your soil before watering and add water when the soil is dry. Well, after 15 to 20 days, let your plants grow under the sunlight. From here, we will do the next process. Give mustard cake liquid fertilizer every 10 to 12 days. The ratio of NPK in this fertilizer is 9, 1.5 and 3. This fertilizer also provides all the micronutrients that are needed by a plant. With this fertilizer, the plant will grow fast and become bushy before it gets ready for flowering. Lose the soil before applying this fertilizer. Always give this fertilizer in the evening after the sunset. Don't forget to lose the soil the next day after the application of mustard cake liquid fertilizer. Besides mustard cake, add seaweed solution to the soil and do foliar spray every 15 days. This size of branch is perfect for pinching task. Pinching the tips of every newly grown branch on a plant is essential for the chrysanthemum plant. If you don't pinch, the plant becomes leggy and grows with fewer branches and results in fewer blooms. To get heavy flowers, we have to pinch off the tips of each new branch that grows every week. Without any delay, continue pinching each newly grown branch every week and add mustard cake liquid fertilizer every 10 to 12 days until you see flower buds on the plant. Give maximum sunlight at least 5 to 6 hours every day for the overall growth of the plants. Check for the suckers that grow on the lateral part of a chrysanthemum plant. Remove them timely as they steal away the nutrients from the soil. Chrysanthemum plant needs support once grown and bears buds. The stem of this plant is tender and cannot hold the heavy flowers, so gradually they bend towards the ground. To give them support, here I have used these sticks and wrapped a thread around it. All of you must have seen this pest on your chrysanthemum plants during the growing period. These are black aphids and can ruin your plants completely if left untreated. To keep this pest away, spray neem oil on the plant and underside of the leaves. Repeat this cycle until you remove all the pests from your plants successfully. Once the flowers bloom, you cannot spray the pesticide on the plants. If you do that, the flowers of this plant leave its original color and may look ugly. So better to do all the treatments before the flowers bloom in the season. During the blooming season, don't spray water on the flowers or plants. Once all the flowers bloom, keep all your plants in a place where they could get 1 hour of sunlight only. Remove or deadhead the spent flowers from the plant timely. This way the plant looks fresh and the flowers remain beautiful for many days. This is how you can grow and care chrysanthemum plant during the winter season. This plant is best to grow if you want to add multiple colors to your garden. With vibrant colors, the flower of this plant attract pollinators which will help your vegetative crops in setting fruits. So if you have not yet thought of growing this, grow it today before the monsoon ends. I hope all the said information will help you ahead. Do comment below and let me know what you want to see in the next video. Thanks for being here. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.